Around the world, millions of Christians are asking the same question. Where can I travel or live without hiding my faith, worrying about restrictions, or navigating complicated visa rules? In 7 countries that welcome Christians with open arms, visa-free, we explore places where Christian belief isn't just tolerated, it's openly practiced, culturally respected, and legally protected. This video looks at destinations where churches are visible, worship is unrestricted, and faith is woven naturally into daily life. These are places where Christian traditions are familiar, holidays are recognized, and visitors often feel a sense of peace rather than pressure. Even more surprising, entry is simple. No long visa applications, no endless paperwork, and no unnecessary barriers. As the countdown unfolds, the countries become more unexpected, more historically rich, and more deeply connected to Christian heritage. Some may surprise you, others may feel instantly familiar. The final entry, in particular, stands out for how openly faith is lived and embraced in everyday life. If faith, freedom, and ease of travel matter to you, this video offers insight you won't want to miss. Watch until the end, then like the video, subscribe for more faith-friendly travel and global insights, and comment below. Which place would you most want to visit? Number 7. Brazil. With one of the largest Christian populations in the world, Christianity in Brazil feels less like a label and more like background music that everyone knows the tune to. Churches are everywhere, and not just as historic landmarks. They're active, full, and central to community life. From quiet neighborhood parishes to massive services that feel closer to concerts than ceremonies, faith here is visible and normal. No awkward glances, no lowering your voice, no feeling like you're out of place for believing what you believe. Public worship is unrestricted and widely accepted, which creates a sense of ease that many travelers immediately notice. People pray openly, talk about faith casually, and build social connections around shared beliefs without tension. It's not forced, and it's not controversial. It's just part of the culture. Brazil is also welcoming in a practical sense. Many nationalities enjoy visa-free entry, which removes a major barrier for travelers who want to experience the country without navigating paperwork mazes. That simplicity adds to the overall feeling of openness. What really sets Brazil apart is how naturally faith blends into everyday life. It's present without being preachy, influential without being restrictive. In Brazil, being Christian doesn't require explanation. It simply fits. Number 6. Serbia. Serbia welcomes Christians in a way that feels calm, grounded, and refreshingly unforced. Faith here isn't shouted from billboards or turned into a public debate. It's simply part of the landscape, like the rivers and old stone streets that have been here far longer than modern arguments. The country has a strong Orthodox Christian heritage, and it shows. Churches and monasteries aren't tucked away as museum pieces. They sit at the heart of towns and villages, quietly shaping daily rhythms. Bells ring, candles burn, and life carries on without ceremony about the ceremony. Christian traditions in Serbia are culturally respected rather than questioned. Religious holidays are observed, family celebrations revolve around faith-based customs, and belief is treated as something normal, not something that needs defending or explaining. That cultural comfort creates a sense of ease for visitors who practice Christianity openly. For many travelers, Serbia is also practical. Visa-free access for numerous passports makes entry straightforward, removing the stress and uncertainty that can come with international travel. You arrive, settle in, and focus on experiencing the place rather than navigating bureaucracy. Perhaps what stands out most is how faith expression avoids politics. In Serbia, belief isn't a talking point or a dividing line. It's personal, communal, and quietly respected. For Christians seeking a place where faith feels rooted rather than regulated, Serbia offers a welcoming, steady presence. Number 5. Romania. Romania offers something many Christians quietly hope for when traveling or living abroad: the freedom to practice faith without fear or self-censorship. In a country where the population is predominantly Christian, belief isn't treated as unusual, controversial, or outdated. It's simply part of everyday life. Christianity in Romania is openly practiced and socially protected. Churches aren't hidden behind back streets or limited to special zones. They stand prominently in cities, towns, and villages, serving as active gathering places rather than silent landmarks. It's common to hear bells marking time, see candles lit during the day, and watch people move in and out of services as naturally as running errands. Religious holidays and traditions are widely observed, shaping the rhythm of the year. These aren't just dates on a calendar, they're shared cultural moments that bring families and communities together. Faith here doesn't feel performative, it feels lived. From a practical standpoint, Romania is also easy to enter. Many Western passport holders enjoy visa-free access, removing barriers that often complicate international travel. That ease of entry reinforces the overall sense of openness visitors experience upon arrival. What makes Romania stand out is how normal faith feels. There's no tension, no hesitation, no need to explain yourself. Christianity here exists in daylight, comfortably woven into society, offering a quiet sense of belonging to those who value religious freedom and cultural respect. Number 4. Armenia. Armenia doesn't just welcome Christianity, it helped write the opening chapter. As the first country in history to officially adopt Christianity, faith here isn't a trend or a revival, it's the foundation. And that depth shows in ways that feel both humbling and surprisingly practical for visitors. Churches and faith sites dominate Armenia's cultural landscape. Ancient stone monasteries sit on hillsides like they were placed there on purpose, not for tourism, but for continuity. These aren't frozen relics, they're living spaces where worship still happens, candles are still lit, and prayers sound the same as they did centuries ago. Christianity is deeply woven into Armenia's national identity. It shows up in language, art, architecture, and even casual conversation. Faith isn't separated from culture, it is the culture. That makes open worship feel natural rather than ceremonial, respected rather than tolerated. For travelers, Armenia is also refreshingly accessible. Many nationalities enjoy visa-free entry or simple visa-on-arrival options, removing the usual barriers that make international trips feel intimidating. You arrive and engage with the country, not the paperwork. What truly stands out is the freedom of worship. Christianity in Armenia isn't restricted, regulated, or questioned. It's openly practiced and widely respected across society. In Armenia, being Christian doesn't make you stand out. It places you firmly within a story that's been unfolding for nearly 2,000 years. Number 3. Georgia. Georgia is one of those rare places where ancient faith and modern freedom coexist without tension. Christianity arrived here early, very early, and instead of being locked in the past, it continues to shape everyday life in a way that feels natural rather than ceremonial. One of the oldest Christian traditions in the world lives on here, not behind museum glass, but in active churches that remain central to social and cultural life. These aren't just Sunday destinations. They're places where people gather, celebrate milestones, and mark the rhythm of the year. Faith in Georgia feels lived in, like a well-worn path rather than a formal procession. What truly surprises many visitors is how easy it is to stay. Georgia offers visa-free entry for many passports, with stays allowed for up to 1 year. That kind of openness changes the experience entirely. You're not counting days or navigating extensions, you're settling in, observing, and actually connecting with the place. Christianity here is openly practiced and culturally honored. Crosses are visible, holidays are observed, and belief isn't treated as a private matter best kept quiet. At the same time, visitors don't feel watched or judged. People are curious, welcoming, and relaxed about faith. Georgia has a way of making newcomers feel included rather than scrutinized. For Christians seeking a place where belief feels both respected and free, this country offers a rare balance, deep roots with open doors. Number 2. Greece. In Greece, faith doesn't feel like a topic up for debate. It feels like part of the scenery. Christianity here isn't boxed into private spaces or weekend routines. It's woven into culture so thoroughly that separating the two would be like trying to untangle the sea from the coastline. Greece's deep Orthodox Christian heritage is everywhere you look. Churches dot cities, villages, and islands, standing both as historic landmarks and fully active places of worship. These aren't silent monuments tourists walk past. They're living spaces where candles are lit daily, bells ring without apology, and faith quietly keeps time. Christian holidays shape public life in a very visible way. Businesses adjust their hours, families gather, and communities move together through the calendar. It doesn't feel performative or political, it feels communal. Faith shows up naturally, without fanfare or friction. From a practical standpoint, Greece is also welcoming. Many nationalities enjoy visa-free access, making entry simple and stress-free. That ease reinforces the sense that visitors are invited to participate in daily life rather than navigate layers of restriction. What stands out most is how relaxed faith expression feels. People cross themselves openly, talk about belief casually, and attend services without feeling like they're making a statement. In Greece, being Christian doesn't put you in a category, it places you comfortably within the culture. It's this blend of history, openness, and everyday normalcy that makes Greece feel less like a destination and more like a familiar rhythm you quickly fall into. Number 1. Philippines. The Philippines takes the top spot because here, Christianity isn't something you schedule, it's something you live. With an overwhelmingly Christian population, faith shows up naturally in everyday routines, woven so tightly into daily life that it feels less like an identity and more like a shared language. Churches are everywhere, and they're not just Sunday destinations. Morning prayers, evening services, roadside shrines, and spontaneous moments of faith are all part of the rhythm. People pray openly, talk about belief casually, and invite others without hesitation. Christianity here isn't hidden, softened, or tiptoed around. It's openly celebrated with warmth and sincerity. That openness creates a powerful sense of belonging for visitors. Many travelers say they feel at home almost immediately, even on their first day. Faith acts like a social bridge, making conversations easier and connections faster. There's no awkward pause when belief comes up. It's usually met with a smile and a story. From a practical standpoint, the Philippines is also easy to enter. Many nationalities enjoy visa-free access, which removes stress before the journey even begins. You arrive focused on experiencing the country, not navigating red tape. What truly sets the Philippines apart is the tone of its faith. It's joyful rather than rigid, welcoming rather than guarded. Christianity here isn't about rules or restrictions. It's about community, celebration, and daily gratitude. For Christians seeking a place where belief feels normal, visible, and warmly embraced, the Philippines doesn't just welcome you. It makes you feel like you've always belonged. And that brings us to the end of today's countdown. If you've watched all the way through, thank you for being here and for spending this time with me. What connects every country on this list is simple but powerful. Faith is not hidden, restricted, or treated with suspicion. It's visible, respected, and woven into daily life. Whether through history, culture, or community, these places offer something many people quietly long for: the freedom to believe openly and live that faith without tension. This list isn't about exclusion or comparison. It's about awareness. The world is diverse, and while challenges exist everywhere, some places still make room for belief to breathe. Knowing where that space exists can make travel, relocation, or even a short visit feel more meaningful and less complicated. If this video helped you see faith and travel in a new light, please hit the like button. It helps the channel reach more people looking for thoughtful content like this. Subscribe to Mr. Globe TV for more global insights, culture, and faith-friendly destinations. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which country surprised you the most? Is there a place you visited where your faith felt especially welcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.